We walk every night. That year we had walked 120 nights, and we got nests on 4 nights. So most of the days we found nothing. On those 4 nights we found, and the next year was similar. So we thought locally the turtles are going extinct. Next few years there'll be nothing left. But then I think, it's our own conjecture, that some other beach further north got so badly affected, eroded or whatever, that a population of turtles moved into Chennai. And so 1998 or something, we had 105 nests. So there was a jump. And then it was fairly stable for many years until last year, when we really for the first time did Marina stretch very well, and the Neelangarai stretch also, and we got 180 nests. And we released 14,000 hatchlings, the highest since I have joined. And we were thrilled, so this year we were very excited and saying, okay, now we are ready, lots more volunteers came, and the turtles didn't come. So this year we don't know why. First, initially they were saying because of the solar storms which happened, that has changed the magnetic orientation. They said, it's all conjecture, we don't know. And then somebody said it's the cyclone Thane which has affected some kind of balance. Whatever it is, for sure, the turtles have come in less numbers. And then there's Karthik Shankar who has a different view, and he says, if there is a high year, there'll be a low year. What are you getting so thing about? He has been around for longer than me, so he's also far away, so he's more sanguine about it. And we are here, we walk every night and feel heartbroken that there's nothing So we don't know, maybe just let's hope it's a poor year. But the fact is that turtles are dying, and nothing is changing that. The overall reason for turtle deaths, which are trawling, is continuing to happen. And the factors which threaten them are on the rise. It's not on the decline. While it's also true that in pockets, in places in the world, groups like us or whatever are doing what they can, and we have success stories to share here and there. But if you see the larger pattern, it's not good news. So in certain countries, turtles have, certain patches or certain stretches of things, they're completely gone. But in certain other patches where they have actually come back or in small numbers. Yeah.
Thank you, Arun, for sharing your valuable experience. It was indeed very educative.
I have just one last question. Is there a way to culture these turtles? I mean, are they always released into the sea?
They're very cultured.
They're very cultured, I'm sure. But can you have cultured turtles? Can you have ponds or inland culturing of turtles? Is that?
Crocodiles. Yeah. I don't know, I would answer the question slightly complexly. See, while one has immense respect for Ram and all his work, he's kind of stuck with the crocodiles in Croc Bank. They have to remove the eggs, because you can't go on producing crocodiles. Where to release them? Where would we release crocodiles? The habitats are going. See, the actual answer lies in creating more spaces for them animals to be safe in wild. I think they may horror, but there may be a day when we have all animals only in cages and in zoos, and I wonder if it's worthwhile for the animal to live like that, it's like saving up something just as a specimen, So I'm personally completely against something like that. If a turtle were to live, if it's something which naturally moves 4,000, 5,000 kilometers to say live in one pond of 100 meters, is ultimate cruelty, and also it is true that turtle numbers haven't dropped to such a number that you have to go all out to save the individuals. It's still possible to work on a larger, where the numbers are different. The conservation strategies keep changing depending on the numbers left in the wild. Like there are certain species like the Mauritian kestrel, which I think are 10 in number, or the kakapo, which is even lesser in number. Then you want to do everything you can just to keep the species alive. But turtles are still available in a larger number where other strategies are possible. Yeah, hopefully things will change in the years to come, and the world will become safer for turtles and other species. Thank you for kind listening.
It was indeed very educative to know the vital and integral role that turtles play in the marine coastal ecosystem. Thank you, Arun. I request Laila and Anil to present a memento to Arun.
So privileged to get from children. Thank you so much. Thank you. My smile is disappearing.
Now Arun will share his thoughts on his experience of coastal cleanup.
Before I begin, I would like to ask all of you a question. How many What? Okay. How many of you enjoy getting up very early in the morning? Like 4:30? Well, you guys are lucky because I'm not that way. And so when I woke up at 4:30 to go for the coastal cleanup, I was a bit annoyed because I didn't really want to clean up a beach at 5 a.m. So yeah. First we went to a meeting place where everybody was supposed to meet who had signed up for the coastal cleanup, and then go to the beach where we would be cleaning up. Where would we be cleaning up?
Keep talking.
Okay. No, wait. Pictures. No. Yeah, they're telling me to stand.
So when was it? When was this coastal cleanup?
When was it, Peter?
Like February.
Right.
We'll have a little louder voice.
Okay.
It would be nice if we could settle down. We have
Next. At 4:30 we went to a meeting place where everybody was supposed to head to the beach. Me and my family carpooled with two people who were in college and who said they were doing engineering. When we got to the beach, it was very dirty, but I was impressed by how well CTC had organized, and everything was ready, the garbage bags, gloves, etc. And yeah, so then everybody decided whether we would collect non-biodegradable or biodegradable waste. I chose non-biodegradable because it sounded easier. There were lots of weird things on the beach, like old shoes and syringes, diapers, and things like that. And yeah, so I actually started a shoe collection and counted how many shoes I could get. I think I got 7 or so. One thing that was on the beach a lot were these paper plates, which seemed to be buried under the sand for some reason. Maybe the people who had used them for their picnics were too lazy to bring them home, but didn't want to show that they had actually littered the beach. By then my bag was getting heavy, so I put it with the others where they would get picked up by the garbage truck. I then switched to biodegradable waste because non-biodegradable had been a bit hard. I saw some even weirder things like fish skeletons and animal excretion, which I didn't pick up. And it was getting a bit boring, so I built a sculpture with a few sticks and a coconut, and I called my creation Jim. gym was being photographed by the people who were documenting the cleanup, but my sister was getting even more photographed. Of course, she was enjoying the paparazzi and posed in all sorts of weird ways. Yeah. Me and my father saw this boat which looked sort of decrepit and had lots of paper cups and styrofoam and things inside. I decided to do the owner a favor by picking up the cups and things inside the boat, and I even thought about leaving a note which would have said, with best regards from the CTC, but I just decided against that. While I was looking out of the boat, I saw some lemons and sticks, and I thought that you could play baseball with those. So me and my family started playing baseball. Then there was this sunrise, which everybody for some reason thought was very beautiful, and everybody was oohing and eyeing, but I didn't really care because I was focusing on my game. Yeah. While me and my mother were carrying our garbage bags to the dump place, these two girls encountered us and asked us what we were doing. We told them that we were cleaning up the beach, and they asked us if we could help. So we gave them some garbage bags and gloves, and off they went. Ironically, these two girls ended up being in the group photo, but we had to go for a family function, so you won't really see us in that picture. Overall, I think the early wake-up was worth it, and that the CTC did a good job cleaning up the beach. Thank you.
Now Rajesh will present the memento to Anil.
Thank you.
Thank you.